Wait, is it gonna be loud when you are in the bathroom? Alright. Well, now I can't record this. Can you hear that? I don't know. Anyways, hi. So I do a show on Instagram Live called Draw Monkey. And I used to do it on Periscope, but then that went away. And someone asked me if I put these videos on YouTube, the broadcast on YouTube, and I don't. So now I'm going to. I edited the video down a bit because it was like an hour-long thing. It's got some hyperlapse in there, some time-lapse stuff, and I answer some questions, and I render this drawing in crayon, which is something that I like to do. I use other mediums, but I find crayons to be fun. If you tune in on Fridays, and if you follow me on Instagram Live, I do this show where you can suggest something for me to draw, and then I talk about the process. I wanted to expand how many people, or expand at least the audience for the show if people don't follow me on Instagram or something. And I asked some questions. No, I didn't ask. I answered some questions, and I thought I gave some pretty good answers, I guess. I thought it was pretty good in the video, guys. Enjoy, and tune in every Friday on Instagram Live for Draw Monkey. And if I think the broadcast was good, or I had some really good points about something, or someone asked a really good question, I'll throw this up on YouTube also. So feel free to comment, and if you like the video, subscribe. And yeah, that's it. So yay! This is the worst ending. Where is that pen? Okay, so it's over here. I'll be inking this with a Copic gas infused. What up, Jenny? Jenny-O! This is sort of my favorite brush pen right now. It's a nylon brush, but you get really thin line with it, and the more pressure you put, the thicker the line. So I can show you, as I was saying before, thin line, like really thin, right? And then you push in thicker. How cool is that? Most brush pens that I use, they tend to lose their sort of shape when you smash them together accidentally, and like the hairs go different ways. But this one seems to keep its consistency, so I would recommend it. I need to get a couple more of these. Okay, so let's move on to this, my trusted Pilot ballpoint pen, G2 with a 0.38 tip. Working some of these finer details. But what I'm going to do next is actually render it with a Copic sketch marker, a neutral gray. This will stain the cardboard a bit, so when I go over it with some other colors, hopefully that darkness, the stain will still be there, sort of as an underneath layer So real quick, just sort of shade in some of the areas that I sort of rendered already with my pen. Use the preferred by teachers, Crayola crayons, just because I like coloring with crayons. I can show you how to blend at least. So we need a pink. He's kind of pink. A weird combination of these two, maybe. Yeah, let's start with those. So I'm gonna the way you render with crayon, at least on these cardboards, and I would say probably the way you should color with crayon, is all with pressure. Lay this as a base, okay, and then find a darker color to sort of help me render this better. But I'm going to use this red really lightly, and hopefully that will give us a nice blend to get that color that we're looking for. This for oh, there you go. That looks like right over the top. Yeah, that looks good. I don't know if that translates well on the camera, but I see it up close, so I can tell that it's actually doing something. So now I just gotta kind of remember what I did here for the rest of the body. A little bit more. I'm going to use the cardboard as sort of a color in itself. Oh yeah, I need the little weird fish juice on his lips. I'm just going to grab a green in here. Get that all up in his business. Give him the business. There you go. That's kind of gross. Now, if you don't mind some of the wax of the crayon going over your line and sort of gives it this kind of dusty look, you can always go back in and with your brush and retouch some of those lines to make them darker again. But it is waxy now, so it'll tend to smear. I don't usually do that. But as you can see, when we were using the marker, the Copic marker here, to help render some of these areas, it still came through in some of the coloring. So it's good to start with the marker first to help you render, some of the darker areas where there's shadow. And then when you go over it with color, you have this kind of nice layered effect. Oh, I need the white for the eyes. This tip is really not a tip anymore. Oops, sorry. And then the last thing I will do is, well, let me put these crayons back in the box. I don't know if this will come through because it's ink and I colored all over this, but just to add to the highlight to the eyes. There you go. Make those eyes sparkle. And this is a white jelly roll pen made by Sakura. Just little highlights here and there. Because I feel like he's leathery. Professor Zoidburg here. Let's give it sort of a, I think that's it, right? Well, if we did one of these, we, any brands of crayons good. You can never go wrong with Crayola. They are preferred by teachers. To help you with variety, it's good to get like a 64 pack or the 128 pack. But if you want stuff that's on the go, like a little crayon set that's on the go, get like the 24 and carry that with all your sketch stuff. But if you tune in next week at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, you can jump in on this and tell the monkey, that is me, what to draw. So have a good one and enjoy your weekend.